EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is in uptown Charlotte, North Carolina at Bank of America Stadium. Just a moment ago, the lights, the cameras, the action, all the pyrotechnics, everything was ablaze, everything was allowed here in Bank of America Stadium as Carolina emerged from their tunnel. And we are ready to go as the Panthers get set to match up with the Las Vegas Raiders. Time for a much-needed and much-welcome diversion. The NFL is back. Here we go, week one. A short kick taken at the 18. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
That return gives them a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
On play action, Mariota. Got his man, that's Tyrell Williams. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. And there's the first NFL catch for Henry Ruggs. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. They'll run it with Jacobs. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Raiders have taken the early lead. We thought they may be a quick strike offense this season. That is lightning quick. Not bad for the first drive of the year.
That has to actually exceed expectations, doesn't it? Because most teams want to be a quick strike offense. They want to score as quickly as possible and run a defense into submission. What they have to understand is, while they got it done there, long way to go. Don't get discouraged if you have to run a few more plays on your next drive.
At their own 25-yard line.
Bridgewater going to lead the Panthers up here, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. He'll have a first down past the 40 as he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down.
And there's Christian McCaffrey with another run CMC as he's known in the Carolina area. Easily the most productive running back in the league last season. 2,392 yards from scrimmage. He's just so dangerous every time he gets the football. Whether you hand it to him, throw it to him out of the backfield, just imagine if they have the guts to let him return kicks as well. This guy is a true triple threat.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. From the gun, Bridgewater. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 22 yards there, a first down.
Catch there by Robbie Anderson, and we all know he's got the speed to get behind any defense. What I think is underrated about his game is his toughness and his belief in self. Robbie Anderson was an undrafted free agent who's turned into a big-time player in the NFL, and now landing in Carolina reunites him with his college coach, Matt Rule, when they were together at Temple.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. McCaffrey on the toss right. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
Jonathan Abram.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. Bridgewater from the gun on 3rd down. He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 15-yard line. The drive stays intact with a pickup of 13.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
First carry for Mike Davis, the former Seahawk. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Defense doing their job, really nowhere to run the football.
Yeah, it's almost textbook, wasn't it? Every place he tried to find an open spot, there just wasn't one. Congrats to the defense, no gain.
Call fitting your gaps, right?
I love it. You're exactly right.
Throwing on 2nd down. Bridgewater. This one caught by Davis. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game. It seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10. at their own 34-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. And the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Henry Ruggs, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
A 2nd down throw here for Mariota. He'll let this go deep for Rudd. And this is caught at the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Henry Ruggs with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Raiders have taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
On the return, the Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Bridgewater, a play fake to McCaffrey. He'll look to throw. To the right side, and he's got more complete. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
Catch there by DJ Moore is really starting to come into his own, and he's one of that pack of receivers in the NFL now that looks like running backs and plays like that as well when they catch the football. Last year, nearly 1,200 yards receiving, 78 yards per game, and that ranked in the top 10 in the league. Expect those numbers to continue to grow.
More yards.
Now, that was an excellent run, and when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job, and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block, but the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes, so when they block on a big-time running play and create extra...
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. The rookie Damon Arnett picks it, and the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. Bill Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
Got an open man, it's Ruggs. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38.
Play. And the Las Vegas 1st down.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. They run with Jacobs on 1st down, and he'll take this forward for about 5.
Jacobs, the ball carrier.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Mariota to throw it this time. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line.
Enough to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And Old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
And he will lose yardage here back to his own 6.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in second and long yardage.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Out of the gun, Bridgewater. He's going to look deep for more. He's got a man complete. The 20. Touchdown, Carolina. DJ Moore, 85 yards. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game. Oh, this is blocked. That's a live ball scooped up by the offense. Following the botch PAT, they're set to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
On 2nd down now, it's Jacobs. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
The tackle made at the 36-yard line. A gain of 4 yards. 1st down, Raiders.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. He's airing it out for Williams. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Intercepted. The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They try and run on 1st down, but this one going to lose a couple yards as they get him behind the line.
Brought down.
Pretty straightforward play there by the linebacker. He saw the run, went with straight-ahead pursuit, and dumped him behind the line of scrimmage.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Bridgewater to throw it this time. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And just not a ton of room to work with. He'll get it to the 15 for a gain of 2.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to about the 19. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. This is fielded inside the 5. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
It's a pickup of 6.
Nice catch there by Tyrell Williams, who got off to a hot start. Heck, I'd call it a blazing start in 2019, scoring a touchdown each of his first 5 games. And he has history as a big-time receiver as well. 1,000 yards receiving for the Chargers back in 2016.
Now he's forced out right, and that one will fall incomplete.
Mariota on the
clock here now, just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
No grounding call there. He had a receiver near the right sideline. It was pretty clear there. He just needed to get rid of that one.
And he did have a receiver in the area, but initially my view was obstructed, and I thought that was going to be grounding, but clearly the correct call made, and that is no call.
Is that why you threw your play sheet down? Is that why you did it? Was that the flag?
You can't be giving me up. I got a lot of issues up here in the booth. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Mariota now to throw on 1st down. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
Out of bounds at the 46-yard line.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 29-yard line. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Now this time he'll look to throw. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Show it. Out.
Off the play fake, Bridgewater taking a shot for Samuel. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Mullen. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45. So an opening drive interception to begin this second half.
And just think about the time you spent in the locker room going over what you expected to do in the second half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is something that you can't just edit, right? There's no rewrite here. This is live, and now they've got to find a way out of this hole.
And he stopped immediately there. Shaq Thompson on the tackle that time.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Looking to throw on second down. Mariota.
And he's got the hook up to Ruggs.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And down inside the 15 he goes. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, and all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
On 2nd and 9, Mariota. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Alec Ogletree. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
2nd and 2.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Coming in, he really likes his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
On play action, it's Bridgewater. Winds up, that's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Carolina. Curtis Samuel, 57 yards. And the Panthers are going to jump back in front. And he showcased his blazing speed on that one.
Was he wearing football cleats or track spikes? Because he was gone. Big-time play. And just think about what that does if you're a receiver on the team with him. Well, that's got open.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Nick Kwiatkowski. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
19. Raiders 14.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Mariota on first down. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Brian Burns. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10 on second down. It's Jacobs. And for a second straight play, just nowhere to go thanks to this Carolina defense. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. It's caught inside the 25. A big play there for the Raiders. 30 yards. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a first down.
Raiders 14.
stop. He's going to keep it. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down.
1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Off the play fake, Mariota. They'll roll him out right. Throw right side going to be caught by Waller. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Here's Jacobs. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
One more time with Jacobs. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal.
Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
I know every offense wants to start their snaps closer to the goal line, but it's actually harder to throw the ball in those situations. You throw into that tight coverage, you see what happens. Hard to get the ball in there.
Not enough space there. Lucky maybe that it wasn't intercepted. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. To throw Mariota. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Alec Ogletree and the Panthers defense able to deliver the goal line stand. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They get the crucial turnover, just huge, but now they've got the football deep in their own territory, and you got to be careful because if you give it right back, there goes your lead.
Have to be extremely happy with their defense. They received a gift. That takeaway, even though they're deep in their own territory, now they have the football. And you know there's always that alpha on defense, that grouchy guy. Forget what the coaches said. I'll guarantee you, he told the quarterback, we just took care of you. Now you take care of us.
On 2nd and 12, Bridgewater. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Nevin Lawson with a pick. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Picked up by the rookie Jeremy Chin.
The score, Raiders 20, Panthers 19. Daniel Carlson to kick off.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Taking it about the 1. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
And they have to try and move past that pick 6 because now they're dealing with a 4th quarter deficit. And they need this drive to end in points.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And they may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
10 at the 41-yard line.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
Mike, 55, right there in the middle, 55. Hey, I'm coming.
They go play action. Bridgewater sliding out of the pocket. He's going to look deep for more. And he will bring this all the way back out to midfield.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
Following the interception here, Mariota. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Henry Ruggs making quite a splash with his second touchdown in his NFL debut. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. And with that, the lead is up to 8.
Is good. Makes the score Raiders 27, Panthers 19.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Return. The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a first down.
And at the 48-yard line.
Throwing, Bridgewater. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Past the 20. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, 48 yards. And the Panthers are a 2-point conversion away from tying up this football game.
So they got the touchdown they needed to cut this to 2, but now they've got to get back to the huddle. No celebration time. Got to figure out what they're going to do on the 2-point conversion.
All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come.
44, Matt, 44.
And again, it's Bridgewater. And he's got it. The conversion good, and we are tied in the 4th. Still time to work with on the clock, but they wanted the tie now, and they got it.
And I love their aggressiveness. Go ahead and get it done, get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum, and you're staring across the field saying, let's see if you can match us.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
So it's Raider football as we get you reset. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Another first down, this time on a gain of 19.
First down, Las Vegas.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Mariota to throw. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Mariota's pass.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
On second down, Jacobs. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
Overall, I'd have to say that was just really good team defense because, to me, you can't pin that one on the running back. He had no shot there. He had a man in his face immediately.
play fake. Mariota. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Give them a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders. Now a carry for Jacobs. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead, so how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post,
And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the fourth.
Las Vegas.
I don't know how many more of these my heart can take, my man. I just don't know. Another big touchdown late in the game. They look like they're in control, but still, there's a chance. Block the extra point, go down and score, kick the extra point themselves. They can pull this one out.
Yeah, but also on the sideline that just took the lead, you got to get your defense ready and the special teams unit for the kickoff coming up.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Got to pull everyone together and make sure they're still focused and aren't already celebrating a win.
Daniel Carlson to kick off for the Raiders.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. Good-looking return set up here. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. Back to throw. He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. Now the Panthers going to signal for their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining.
And 5.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. He'll look to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Nevin Lawson with a pick. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30.
Intercepted by the Raiders. They'll take over first and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more, a little insult to injury here late in the game. This to make it a 2-score game. And this one is right through. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, we've got to find 2 scores. So, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And a little bit of a consolation prize there. He's into the end zone. Won't win him the game, but they do get the score with all zeros showing.
But some fantasy players are really happy with that score.
Doesn't affect the outcome, but hey, nice job there. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And it's incomplete. It was an exercise in futility anyway. It doesn't affect the final outcome, and this one's over. So they tried to tack on 2 more. Wouldn't have mattered as far as who won and who lost, but that's how this one ends.
Felt like cosmetics, didn't it? Just put another 2 points on the board, make the score look a little bit better. Maybe they wanted to run a 2-point conversion just to see what they had. Who knows? But it just wasn't necessary.
So for Las Vegas,
hey, you get a win, you get it on the road. You can't ask for much more than that to start the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the New Orleans Saints. Meanwhile, for the Panthers, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Tampa to take on the Bucs. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.